Guys, a global quality model, global design, global standards, over 1.1 million sold worldwide for 4 straight years. China's top-selling A-class pure electric SUV finally gets a new generation today. The third Gen Yuan Plus is officially here. In this class, looks are the top priority. The third Gen Yuan Plus has a completely different look from the previous generation. Let's check it out. First, the front feels fuller, and with the full-width LED light bar and this trim panel, it creates a wider stance. But actually, the body is indeed wider than the second gen. Down below, there is an active grille that opens and closes based on speed. That is quite rare for this class. The headlight design has also changed a bit from before, blending seamlessly into the full-width LED setup. The whole look is very cohesive. Nothing feels out of place. Now, moving to the side, the most striking feature is this Dawn beltline running from front to rear. The biggest change in dimensions is the length, which is now over 20 millimeters longer than before. So, the overall feel is that it is a size larger. A key side highlight: first, the wheel design. This time, you get 18-inch or 19-inch options. This one here has the 19-inch wheels, featuring a black and silver two-tone design, and it is a low-drag style too. I think it looks great. It comes with also Kaoyang tires on the side. You can see the smart driving blue light, and the semi-flush door handles are very practical. The overall side profile is unlike the last gen. It had a sloping roofline. This one is boxier. Let's check the rear. The rear looks very full and well-layered. Key identifiers. First, the glowing logo on both sides of the taillights. There are small blue lights below. See the flash charging badge and the DiPilot B badge. Both are affixed, as we saw from the front. This car has LiDAR. That means the third gen Yuan Plus can be optioned with DiPilot B. Now, let's check the trunk. This time, the third gen Yuan Plus trunk normally has 750 liters of space. That is huge for this class. The trunk is very tidy. Depth is also great. On both sides, there are recessed pockets for small items. Below that, there is a partition, so there is a deeper compartment for tools and such. Very practical. If that is not enough, no worries. There is a surprise up front. Surprised? This third gen Yuan Plus also gives you a huge frunk. 180 liters. That is the benefit of rear-wheel drive layout that wraps up the exterior. Don't you think the third gen Yuan Plus looks fuller than before and more dynamic and suits young users' taste better now? And this time, it offers 6 body colors, like Dream Pink, Trendy Blue, or a green, etc. All very lively, bold colors that let young users express themselves in different ways. If the third Gen Yuan Plus exterior catches your eye, the interior is a total surprise. First, the design makes the car feel way more premium. The interior comes in 2 colors, misty rain gray and dusk cloud gray. Ours is misty rain gray. It is actually a light and black two-tone combo, mostly light colored. It feels warmer and cozier. If you're a young single guy, I'd suggest dusk cloud gray. It is a darker shade and easier to maintain, so this color suits families even better. Really nice. Also, the design is quite playful. Look at the side air vents and the center vents. Don't they look like barbells? The door handles feel like gym equipment to the touch. It is like you're inside a vibrant, energetic gym. Now, let's check the details and features. First, the steering wheel design is different from before. The button areas on both sides are simplified, so this steering wheel feels super premium in hand. As for features, the infotainment system speaks for itself. The latest Smart Cockpit Premium Edition. And also, this UI interface has been optimized. You can set it via theme changes. Look, this game-like theme is really interesting. The biggest feature, I think, is the passenger side. They gave you a figure display nook. There is even a power outlet here. If you place your figure here and add a small light strip, it will look really nice. A true interior highlight. If you don't use figures, for ladies for instance, you can store makeup items or small bits and bobs, no problem. It is very fun. Below that, there is a huge storage space, and here, a 50W wireless fast charger with air cooling in the middle. Needless to say, the familiar smart fridge with heating and cooling, it shares the AC compressor, so it is very energy efficient. Here is a clever touch. Right here, they've built in a tissue box holder, so your car tissues won't be homeless anymore. Now, the seat specs, front row ventilation, and heating plus heated steering wheel are all included. This time, the passenger side gets a queen seat with a leg rest, taking great care of the lady of the house before going to the back. Here is a little front row Easter egg. On the driver's side, there is an external mounting port. For example, you can mount a phone holder here or some filming gear. Right here, if you like shooting vlogs, for instance, you can place a pocket or action here. Perfect for your travel vlogs. Isn't that fun? We've covered the front row. Let's check the rear space. The wheelbase, 2770 millimeters, 50 millimeters more than the last gen. For me, at 181 centimeters and 100 kilograms, sitting in the back, is very spacious. Legroom exceeds 2 fists, and also, shoulder room is very generous. Above, a huge panoramic glass roof. It even has a power sunshade. The rear seat comfort, the ride feel, is nearly identical to the front. The padding is very soft. It feels like a big sofa. The rear armrest has 2 cup-holders on the door panel. There are 2 speakers. The 256 color ambient lighting extends all the way to the back. So the overall cabin ambiance is really quite nice. After seeing inside and out, this time, the 3rd Gen Yuan Plus S attention to detail is more thorough, and the premium feel inside is stronger than before. Beyond these design changes, the performance upgrade is also significant. The 3rd Gen Yuan Plus will feature the 2nd Gen Blade battery, offering 540 kilometers and 630 kilometers range options. It also supports fast charging. Meanwhile, the motor upgrades to 200 kilowatts and 240 kilowatts options. As I mentioned earlier, it will use a rear-wheel drive layout. Besides that, for the chassis, it gets iTAC intelligent torque control and the DiPilot system. Front MacPherson, rear 5-link setup is quite generous for this class. Also, it has TBC tire blowout stability control and more. As I mentioned earlier, the top trim offers the DiPilot B with LiDAR. So, its smart features will be very comprehensive. After all this, do you feel the 3rd Gen Yuan Plus is extremely well-rounded? The design is sleeker, the interior more premium, the features richer. So, can it repeat its sales success? It all depends on the price. I'll say this, in the 150K range, this car truly has no rival.